Hey folks, this is Blue Water Highway, and you're listening to Beyond the Songs.
Well, I've been dreaming about the pyramids of Egypt, the wall of China, and the streets of ancient Rome. Maybe we could travel there someday. Red light on a map, a silver plane like Indiana Jones. Whoa, I know you're feeling like you're stranded on an island. But hear me out now. It could be just for a day. Maybe we could take a jungle walk, learn how to love and how to talk like Tarzan and Jane. Or maybe you could just be mine. Maybe we could just combine. It would be so good to do. You know I'd go anywhere with you. So if you're dreaming about the pyramids of Egypt, and if you kinda sort of feel the way I do, maybe we could travel there someday. Red line on the map, a silver plane, wherever we'll do. Or maybe you could just be mine. Maybe we could just combine. It would be so good to do. You know I'd go anywhere with you. So let's float on down to Vanaway, see the sun in the morning, moon on the day. We'll stop for a while, maybe say, maybe you could just be mine. Maybe we could just combine. Ooh, it would be so good to do. You know I'd go anywhere with you.
All right, that was Pyramids,
Yeah.
which is which track off of our album Paper Airplanes, Greg? Oh, it's
Trick
not,
question.
It's not Trick
Don't see
Question.
it
it's
on
not on
here.
there.
It
not
is,
on there
though,
anywhere.
on the new deluxe edition
Oh, yeah.
of Paper Airplanes that comes out,
This week,
Friday
indeed,
the 12th.
November 12th. And we are very excited to share that deluxe edition with you because it will have other bonus tracks on it, other interesting twists.
Yeah,
and turns.
we have our show with mandolin that's coming out the following week, and there's some tunes that we're going to be performing in that live studio performance that will also be on the deluxe version. So we're really excited. We got a lot of stuff.
And the show with mandolin is just a few days later.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Right.
it's next Friday,
Yeah,
18th. So make sure to get your tickets for that. We're really excited.
indeed. All right, so Pyramids. What are we doing coming out with a song called Pyramids anyway?
Good question.
Yeah, fill us in.
Yeah. Anyway, so to go beyond the song as we do, this was a song that I had half of the first verse really written to pitch to, Paper Airplanes. I think we had, I don't know how many songs
The
we
original
had.
Paper.
The original Paper
yeah,
Airplanes.
originally recorded
There were
it.
like, what is it, a 13-track album?
Mm-hmm.
Probably at least 20 songs that we pitched.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And
Sounds
that's pretty common. Not every song makes a record, and sometimes they get put on old records, and sometimes we just have to find a place for them. We don't know. But anyways, this wasn't finished, so it wasn't really in contention. But it was following the theme of Paper Airplanes, just elemental childhood things like who's. A lot of kids are interested in ancient Egypt. That would be like a thing.
I
around
definitely
your room.
was. Yeah.
Catherine, your grandma even went to Egypt.
My
didn't
grandma
she?
went to Egypt. Yeah.
Super
It's like
awesome.
the only place she ever went was Egypt.
How old was
loved
she
it
when
so
she
much.
went?
In her 60s. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So when you're a band long enough, you know, it's hard to explain, but you kind of hive mind things on occasion. And so, like, we have Council Grove, and Greg and I both, wrote that together. And then we have things like Pyramids. We have other stuff that's influenced by science, Dog Days. It's almost like even if I'm working on something, I'm kind of going, well, this is like my personal experience, but it's also Greg's, and then maybe some Mikhail's and some McCatherine's. And so we have that shared thing going on. So Pyramids, one of those things. Ancient Egypt. Also Indiana Jones, which is a lyric.
Oh, yeah.
Great Wall of China. I've been there.
Great Wall of China. Catherine's been there. So it's all, stuff people can resonate with. But it's just a
It's
good
a
old
simple, sweet love song. Yeah.
good old fashioned love song.
Yeah.
Kind of inspired by the, nostalgic. You belong to me. It's got to see the pyramids along the Nile. It's got the lyrics in there about the plane, the silver planes.
An old jazz kind of travel thing, right?
That's right. Fly me to the moon. Come fly with me. I think that was like a golden age of travel from like the. I don't know. We're getting on an
Yeah.
airplane and from the 30s to the 60s or something was like
Yeah. Well, that was like a modern marvel, like when
Yeah.
people could travel like that. So like took the world by storm, and now everyone wants to travel because they can. Not everybody. I mean, you used to have to get on a boat that could hit
Right.
icebergs,
Right.
like the Titanic.
That's right.
They made a movie about that.
You
by
could
the way.
fly over those things. There's no
Yeah,
iceberg
we just
problems
fly
in an
over
airplane.
icebergs now.
Yeah, totally fixes it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's got all those tropes like the dotted. Can we do that? The dotted line plane like Indiana
We
Jones.
can do that.
Will we do
We'll
that?
talk to the team.
We'll talk
and
to the
see. But no, it's a good old fashioned love song. It's guys saying that we can go all over the place. It's adventure. Lighten up, people. Have a little joy in your life. We can go all these places, or we can have our own little adventure right here. Boom. There you go.
Didn't you say part of it was also inspired by your daughters?
Oh yeah, that's actually what ended up jogging my. I don't know. I hit like a creative wall with this one and just put it up, and then my daughters were big into the Disney movie Tarzan, and I don't think any of the Phil Collins influence made its way into this song.
No.
But lyrically, although the music is awesome in
yeah.
Tarzan, but lyrically, yeah, I was like Tarzan. Oh, that's it. There we go. And then we were off. So it's funny how things like that can just
Spark. Yeah.
boom. But anyways, yeah. So we went into the studio and actually produced this song ourselves with our buddy Nathaniel Goldblatt, who is engineering and helping us piece it together. So it all happened really quick. It's like, boom, I finished writing it. We went into the studio and we produced and recorded it in Fire Station Studios, where
San Marcos.
Yeah, where the show on the 18th is also takes place.
Yeah.
That's right. And actually, Nathaniel was the tracking engineer for that and mixed a lot of that as well. So, yeah, he's involved with a lot of what ended up being on this deluxe version of Paper Airplanes. So.
Yeah. True.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the bridge was something you came up with in the studio. Is that kind of what happened?
I'm so glad you brought that up. Okay,
Oh.
so this is what I've been thinking. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is the way it happened. And if it's not, then it's a good story. But I'm pretty sure, I really am pretty sure this is the way it happened.
Well,
A
I'm
tall
almost
tale.
positive. It's as true as I can remember it. So it didn't have a bridge. And we really actually we fleshed out the rest of the song in the studio, but I was driving the van to the studio, and right outside of Fire Station Studios is what's that restaurant? It's Black Dahlia or Blue Dahlia? Or
Blue Dahlia.
Blue
Yeah,
Dahlia.
yeah.
Well, the inside of it is. So I have this. Always had this fascination with Cuba, all things Cuban culture, Cuban food, and that whole aesthetic of that country. And I looked in that. The song needed a bridge, and I looked in that courtyard of Blue Dahlia, and I saw this I don't know. Just to me, that was the vibe.
Yeah, I
I was
see
like,
that.
boom, that's how we put some kind of Cuba into a
into
Blue
the
Water
song.
Highway song. We're gonna travel there, and I swear the lyrics just came right there, boom, and then we tracked it. Like it happened immediately.
I'm trying to think
I
what
don't
other
think I knew
bridges you would have come
Yeah.
up with if you would have stared at the Kentucky Fried Chicken or
Yeah. Well, and so the only discrepancy here is that I either came up with it in the van on the way there, or as I walked by that place. But
No,
it
no,
really
no.
was that fast.
obviously it's the second one because it's so much better.
But either way, it was it really did happen. It was that day we woke up, no bridge. Events happened. Bridge was recorded. Boom. And it was really fun because we all got in there together and we just
Yeah,
tracked
big
like we were having a
group
big
vocal thing.
Havana party.
That is really an important thing to kind of mention with a lot of tunes, right? When you don't have it fully realized in some capacity, any song, and then you come up with it there's a unique excitement because you don't know what's happening, but you're
Yeah.
excited. You're
And you're
genuinely
just trying things,
Yeah, because
recording
what
wise.
what I found a lot of times happens with music, not always, but you can really like something, and then you show other people, and then you all get excited about, say, in your band, and then you go and make a demo, and you work really hard on that demo, and then you 1,000 other steps, and by the time you're finally listening to the finished record, you've heard that song so many times that
Yeah.
some of the magic for you is a little bit lost, and you have to kind of constantly refine that magic, like why I really liked this. But when you are in the studio and it's that fresh,
Brand new,
that's a rare experience that you can get where you are genuinely excited. You're recording that emotional excitement that you have there. So yeah, it doesn't always happen that way, but when it does, it's really awesome.
And it doesn't always happen well either, right? Because you
Yeah.
usually have to sleep on it, but we didn't. We just tracked
You
it.
just did it.
I think it lasts.
Committed,
I still like it. I still like it. One thing that is really exciting, who am I kidding? It happens every time. But one of the reasons we do what we do is just how amazing it is that we can make something. Like I was talking to my wife the other night when we finally get the artwork for this track, and it's up on Spotify, and it's out there, and everybody can hear it. I was like, we just made this, and here it is.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, songs just happened, and we just listened to them on the radio like they just came out of thin air.
Yeah.
But somebody had to make it.
That's right.
But we're the ones that make it.
It's cool.
It's the best feeling in the world. One of the best feelings in the world. Anyways, so that's beyond.
Okay, I have a
beyond
question.
pyramids.
What is everybody's favorite place they've ever traveled?
Ooh, great question.
Start
tough
with
question.
Kyle, because I know he knows I think I know your answer.
Well, I feel like I haven't traveled enough places, but
Grocery
of the places, I love going to the grocery store.
He does.
That's it. That's factually correct. No, Barcelona is definitely one of my favorite places I've ever been. If you want to go to a place where they care so much about architecture there, a lot of Europe's like this, I'd imagine, but the Gaudi art that you see there, the sidewalks have more architecture than some buildings in America. I mean, it is impressive. But the food is obviously incredible there. The people are super nice. Yeah, that's my pick for sure.
Why did you hate our trip that we took together?
I thought we wouldn't
Because
talk about
that's
that.
that's the natural conclusion.
No, you're right. I love being in the van for
No, not that
12
trip.
Talking
hours.
about France and England, I'm sure.
Well, I figured someone else was going to say that.
Oh,
one.
okay. Catherine, what was your favorite trip you've ever taken?
I'm gonna have to say South Africa.
Figured that was it.
what?
Yeah, it's
Y'all are
pretty
just
incredible.
leaving it for somebody else.
I feel like it's because I didn't know what to expect with South Africa, and I was just so excited to go. I mean, getting there was terrible because it just takes forever, but it was an incredible place. The people were amazing. So beautiful. The food was so good. It was just a really cool place.
Oh, you got to tell that story about the
gosh.
the Irish
Well,
car bomb.
For anybody over the age of 21, or I think maybe 18 in South Africa, have you ever heard of an Irish car bomb where you make It's Guinness with Jameson and
a little bit of
Bailey's.
Bailey's, so it
You
has like
drop
that
it in
milk.
there.
You drop it in there. Well, in South Africa, there's a liqueur that's similar to Bailey's called Amarula that we all really liked. And so we asked a bartender if he could make Irish car bombs, but like a South African twist on it. And he was really excited to do it, except he put the Amarula, which is like Bailey's, in
Just poured it in.
and then put it all on trays. So by the time it got to us, it was all curdled.
Because the whole point of shooting it when it's an Irish car bomb is because it will curdle. So you're really
Yeah.
shooting it so before
But
it
we
curdles.
were so happy, and he was so happy that we just drank it anyway.
And since you didn't correct him, he's been making that.
Yeah, I
for
was
years.
going to say, disappointing people. From
But anyway,
now
it was a
on.
great trip, and I went with Texas State Choir, and some of my best friends were on the trip, and it was just a really awesome time.
Yeah. Well, okay, so I have had a lot of different amazing travel experiences. Texas is an amazing place to go. Okay, everybody roll their eyes, but there's a lot of wonderful places to go. And
Yeah.
around the United States, been with you guys, my wife, my family growing up. But band related here. Greg and I once had the perfect day. And
gosh,
you know how
yeah.
some people talk about like your perfect golf game.
Mhm.
We had the perfect day in Oxford, in the UK,
Mhm.
and we did a little C.S. Lewis Tolkien tour,
Yeah.
and got to
With somebody who's like a scholar on.
have dinner, with a
C.S.
C.S.
right?
Lewis scholar, Michael Ward, and it was still kind of. I still go back to that day so that I can like remember all the wonderful things.
Y'all
that we
took a
did
bus
together.
all the way out to Oxford, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Mhm.
awesome. We had some pub food.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, pub food was glorious.
That whole trip was incredible.
I was short circuiting because of all the history. I just didn't know what to do with myself.
Oh yeah, getting to go to those pubs over in London and Oxford
so
too.
good.
Like,
Yeah.
oh man,
There's so much history just even in
That
the
was-
pubs. Like there's more history in the pubs than there are in some
In the
whole
United
cities
States.
in the United
Yeah.
States.
Oh,
It's
man.
crazy.
yeah, that was definitely one of my favorite trips or places I've ever visited as well. But I've also I actually spent a year in Germany when I was younger. Got to live over there for a year, and I actually went back my senior year of high school as well for a week, and got to visit, Italy and Austria, Switzerland, all that.
Oh yeah, Greg, didn't you learn to ski in the Swiss Alps?
I did. That was
a jerk,
probably
right?
one of my favorite things I've ever done was skiing in the Alps.
Gosh.
Yep. That's what happens when you get to live overseas for a bit.
Yeah, really.
Definitely. Well, folks, that's
Tell us your
Oh, we
favorite vacation
Yeah, for
spot.
real.
Oh,
Do it.
please do. Yeah.
yeah,
We
maybe
need
we can
recommendations
go.
on places to go.
Especially if you have a buddy that will put us up there for a night or two,
Yeah.
and we can go travel there
Exactly.
as well.
I
Thanks
feel
for-
like we're really skipping out on how amazing Le Puy was.
Oh, I know. I almost.
It's like
Oh,
a
yeah.
joint favorite
said
in
that.
France. There's a beautiful town called Le Puy
oh man.
en Velay. You should just Google it because it's like one of the most beautiful places you will ever go. Ever.
Mhm. Yeah.
Truth is, we have tons of great stories.
Yeah.
We could dedicate a whole hour of talking about great stories with that. I mean, we have you ate raw beef in
After climbing a mountain.
After climbing a mountain when we were there. There's the pub tour in England. So there's
All
like
kinds.
One great irony of this episode, we can't go without mentioning. None of us have ever been to the pyramids of Egypt.
Indeed.
Yep.
well, that's why you've been dreaming about it.
Yeah, it's true.
One day.
So maybe it'll just be a perpetual trip.
One day we're gonna get there.
Well, anyways,
indeed.
thank y'all for listening. This has
Yeah.
been Beyond the Songs with Blue Water Highway. Check out our new song, Pyramids. Don't forget
Deluxe edition.
to catch the deluxe edition and tune in.
To our live stream on Mandolin on the 18th.
Get your tickets on our website.
Peace.
Bye.
Hey, folks, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, like this video, and comment down below.